Hello and welcome. Today we are in Kent, in Gillingham, and we are at the lovely KDS Keltec slash LC Power Tools, Lake Country Manufacturing,
yep.
kind of LCHQ for Europe. And I am joined by an old face, and I mean that in the nicest possible way. It's a face we've all seen before.
Quite haggard.
It's getting on. You're looking all right for 42, mate. It is, of course, Dave Kendall. You and I have known each other since 2013 or so. And it was when you were working for another nameless machine polishing company.
Yes.
Not the red one.
Correct.
It's the way I'd do it. And Dave, you worked for that company until, a couple of years ago?
Yes, so? That's correct. Yep.
And then you, to our absolute sadness, you left the industry.
I did.
And you took up painting. He's actually a pretty talented dog artist.
It is true.
You do other things apart from
I do, yeah.
But in fact, I commissioned you last Christmas for a picture of my various mutts on the back of a very classy motor car.
Yes.
And you did a great job. And it's the only way I've managed to get a Subaru into the bedroom, which is pretty good.
Hey.
Yeah. So
It's a joint effort, but it worked.
It worked. It was a plan, and we just had to cover it in dogs to be fine.
I've sold quite a few more on the back of that picture.
Have you?
Yeah.
Other Subaru enthusiasts?
No.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. But anyway, we are now, you're back in business, you're back in the trade, and you're working for Lake Country.
Yeah. Yes.
What is your job title? It's terrible fancy.
My job title at Lake Country is European Sales Manager.
European sales manager. So, I mean, it's fairly self-explanatory. You're managing the sales in Europe,
Yep.
I'm guessing. Starting with the UK.
So, yeah, based in the UK and looking after the UK, but also all the European countries up to Russia.
Even the French?
Yes, even the French.
Wow.
And the Germans.
I mean, after your record.
Yeah, I know. We don't like to talk about that.
No. Stag party from hell.
Yeah, so I think there's quite a lot of countries.
There are quite a lot of countries in Europe.
37, 38, something like that.
Yeah. Well, you've got to be quick because Russia seems to be taking over the Ukraine, so that's going to disappear.
And I was amazed how many aren't in the euro either. So
yeah. See, I
included.
learned that. I went to Czech Republic and thought it was in the euro.
Yeah.
Tried to pay for parking
Put the
with
euros back in your wallet, but they won't take them.
Didn't go, and they don't do Visa cards very much. So
No, less and less.
they only do MasterCard. Yeah. So that's handy advice from this video about detailing. But I just wanted to kind of go through. So before, I think we can say it, you work for Rupes.
Yes, I did.
And we've just come back from Rupes, in fact. So,
Yes.
It's all fun and seeing how the different companies do the different things. But we met at Waxstock in 2013, and then pretty much every Waxstock since then, I can't really remember because you always buy me drinks. I mean, to a point.
It's funny because I remember it a different way.
Okay.
I remember you buying the drinks and making me drink them.
Were we grooming each other, I wonder?
Possibly.
It's a possibility, isn't it? Yeah. And I remember, it was your colleagues I was carrying up to hotel rooms. I don't think I've ever had to carry yourself up.
It was my son, Harry.
Yes. he's a sport, isn't he? He's good fun. But and then in the interim period between leaving Rupes and kind of on to Lake Country now,
Yep.
You've been working for a company called Lister.
Yes.
Now, Lister are really cool. You might have seen in some videos and stuff like that. So Garage Therapy, UK Detailing Academy, other places with Lister. Lucivo Detailing,
Yep.
and that sort of thing. So they do cabinets, basically. How would you describe them?
So it's drawer storage, and it's like a snap-on toolbox, but the quality is way higher. Mm-hmm. Every single Formula One team in the world use exclusively Lister.
Wow, that's a claim to
So in the pits, in the trailers, in the trucks, all throughout the whole of the workshops. For example, McLaren Formula One facility at Woking, I don't know if you've ever been there.
They don't really invite me. We do send magazines there, though.
Cool.
Strange enough, 2 or 3 mags every
It's a
time.
huge James Bond meet F1 kind of style building. And that was one of my last jobs at Lister previously, was a £4.5 million job to fit that whole facility with Lister. So every room is like a kitchen.
So those who are professional detailers with a bit of a tax-deductible budget, those who aren't professional detailers and just minted, get yourself set up with some Lister kit. It looks really cool.
Yeah,
and
it's good stuff. You can get highly organised with it. It takes a beating. You can put it in the back of a truck and take it somewhere.
They've got cupboards with key cards and numbers on, so you can lock away your favourite polishing machines and valuables.
So no one can use it.
No one else can touch it, which is always fun. And so, looking backwards, looking forward rather, what's your plan for LC? You've got this wonderful opportunity, you've got all the experience in the world, you've got plenty of contacts and know-how, and everybody knows and loves you in the industry, in the wider industry.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Well, it's a bit of a challenge because certainly for Lake Country manufacturing and LC Power Tools, it's the European market hasn't been represented by anyone from those brands.
There'll be no boots on the ground.
So it's a real opportunity to go into these places, show a face, be there, support them, work with them. Obviously with Kelly and Jay and Sam and the guys from the UK, we can do training, we can offer a whole new level of opportunities for them.
Yeah, and I suppose distributor support channels.
Them, yeah, absolutely, and to teach and grow the brand. So,
and I mean, you've got all this experience. What do you like about Lake Country that perhaps is new to you, so to speak?
Yeah, it's a wide range that they've got. Mm-hmm. Obviously, there's two different brands, which both are innovating new products currently as we speak. Mm-hmm. I can't go into details, don't ask me.
Well, I think I can, because I've been sent some of them. And I think we've been sent some of them. We're talking about the heavy-duty pads with the extra thingamajiggles.
Yes, the CCS.
CCS with the extra thing. So that's going to be in issue 14 of the magazine coming out in December. Well, I've just taken photos and had to do a lot of researching and digging into VPNs that I shouldn't do in order to get the information I need. So that's fun.
Okay. If there's anything else you want to know, let me know and I'll find it for you.
That would be cool. And also on the LC Power Tool department.
Yes.
Are we allowed to talk about anything that might be coming out? I mean, are all the documents signed? Because you've got a grace period. No, okay. So stuff might be happening.
Just to say something, yeah.
Something's happening.
Next year.
Next year. Next year.
Watch this space.
Okay, so next year.
We haven't got long of this year left.
No, that is true.
Be quite a rush. But yeah, it's exciting times.
It is exciting times. And you were talking about how you're hitting each individual European market, and I've come across different parts of it on our Euro tours and stuff like that, and it's interesting how the different countries work. So, for example, in the UK, LCs primarily comes through a company called Lintec, so you've got this one distributor, and then it goes out to resellers with a couple of exceptions here and there. Whereas in Europe, so for example in the Ukraine, from what I can make out, there seems to be sort of one go-to guy who anything detailing goes through this kind of fixer. And he kind of controls it. How does it work in, I mean, for example, Germany? You've got plenty of experience in Germany. What's the channel like?
It's similar to the UK. There's 4 or 5 big distributor companies, that supply the market. And we do have a couple of private label agreements who are based in Germany as well. So yeah, a significant turnover comes from the German market.
That's cool. And are you finding, I mean, now that we're obviously out of the EU, but you've still got to get product into Europe and into the UK. From what I understand, Lake Country have quite a kind of, you organise as the buyer, you organise all the shipping side of things, which I can imagine is quite intimidating.
It sounds like it, but it's not as bad as you think, because so many detailing products come from the US anyway.
Yes.
So for a lot of people that are like your Lintec and people like that, they're already bringing shipments over from the US. So,
glad you finished that word.
So, so it kind of is easier if you organise. You can know what you're paying for in terms of delivery, because that's always, whatever product it is, the delivery cost is always like, oh, what am I paying for? If you've organised it and paid for it yourself,
you can't say, can you do it cheaper? Yeah.
So it kind of works, and everyone knows that. Delivery is an expense that you've got to pay, unfortunately.
Absolutely, and all the import taxes and all the rest of it.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting stuff. Well, I'm really looking forward to working again with you. It'd be great. I missed it. I mean, Waxstock, for example, 2022.
Yes, we're already ready to rock and roll.
You're coming as Elsie's got a nice big stand of them?
Yes.
Oh, awesome. And you'll be there the night before at the special dinner?
Yes.
That'll be good. Okay, well, could you buy me the drinks this year? Because it's been
absolutely, all go on expenses, no problem.
Right, well, thank you very much for watching. We've got plenty of other little videos coming today from the great KDS Caltech, and we will be talking to none other than Jim White, to Kelly himself, and to somebody who you've probably never seen before, but hopefully you'll be seeing lots more of in the future. For now, anyway, thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch up soon.
Cheers.
Ta-da.